Now we will see an example in which uh, we want to create a destructor because it is required. So it is actually that when we really need a destructor for a class. So in general, we can say that if a class has a pointer data member, then we must think about it that we should provide a destructor for this class. So let's see if in this class we really need a destructor or not. Okay, so this is a class list that has a size and integer pointer p, and it has a constructor. Let's keep it simple. So it only has a constructor that receives a parameter s, and we define size to be equal to s, and we allocate memory of s integers to p. So we are dynamically allocating memory. So whenever we allocate memory dynamically, it is the responsibility of the programmer to deallocate it as well. Therefore, whenever we use new in the constructor, we must provide a constructor that uses delete to deallocate the memory of that pointer. So let's also add some indicator messages in the constructor and destructor. And instead of time, now our main is going to instantiate a list type object, A for example, with parameter 5, and B with parameter 2. Uh, let's say we actually take B to a separate scope by blocking it so that we can understand the construction and destruction of both objects separately. And let's add uh, some more code in the constructor to assign some values to the newly allocated array elements. So just for example, if we allocate p sub I is equal to I, or maybe I times 10, or maybe I plus 1 and then times 10, so that it will be 10, 20, 30 and so on. And we also write another method show to display the elements of this array. Okay, so you can simply copy the same loop and write cout instead of assigning the new values. Cout pi and l. O after space. At the end we need to write and l. Okay, at the end of the loop. Okay, and now let's call those show functions, and we first call b dot show, and here we call, after the curly bracket we call a dot show, so that we can understand that there was a destructor called between b dot show and a dot show. Okay, and we also have a dot show in the start to indicate the difference between two constructors. Okay, now let's execute. Oops, we have an error. So what this is about? Okay, so s is undeclared. Oh, oops. So s was a parameter in constructor. So data member name is size. So let's fix it. Okay. So you can see this, while this time object was there being global. Okay, list of 5 elements, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and list of 2 elements, the constructor is called, and then show is called, and then it is destroyed when the curly bracket is closed, and then after curly bracket there was a dot show, and then a is destructed, and then the global variable of time is destructed.